Hi, welcome to Room 9, our region's largest classroom. I'm Mrs. Williams. I teach first grade in the Windsor C1 School District. That's in Imperial, Missouri. This is
Mrs. Forth. Hi, everybody. I'm from the Rockwood School District. I'm excited to be here with you today as we learn a little bit about reading and math. So before we start, we really want to know,
where are you? Are you near the airport? Top Golf? Are you out at Six Flags?
That's where I live.
Yay! Are you near the Magic House? Closer to the zoo? Maybe you are close to the St. Louis Arch or the Mississippi River. That's where I'm at. I'm a little bit south of St. Louis in Herculaneum near the Mississippi River.
It looks like we have friends from all over St. Louis joining us today.
Thanks for joining us, guys.
Very exciting. Okay, let's go ahead and start with our welcome poem. I'm going to point to the words. Feel free to join along with me as I say them. Ready? Welcome, welcome, everyone. How are you today? We are so glad to be with you, learning math and reading too.
And speaking of how are you today, we need to do a zone check because before we get ready to learn, each day we check in on our body and brain. Really smart scientists that study brains know that happy, calm brains do the best learning. If you are in the green zone, that means that you are calm, you are happy, and you are ready to complete your work, help others, and reach your daily goals. And this is the hand signal. So if you are in green zone, show me you're green and good to go. If you are in the blue zone, you might be feeling a little slow and low today. You might need to draw a picture, get a hug, or think some happy thoughts to be ready to learn. Your hand signal will look like this. If you are in the yellow zone, you're maybe a little frustrated, anxious, or maybe just really excited in a good way, but not ready to learn yet. So you need to take some deep breaths, get a hug, or talk to an adult that can help you be ready. If you are in the red zone, you have flipped your lid. Your hand signal looks like this, and you're probably not learning with this right now. You're very angry or upset about something. You need to stop, get help from an adult, take some deep breaths, and check the size of your problem. So show me your hand signal. Are you green zone and good to go? I hope you are. If you are blue, yellow, or red, choose one of our strategies to help you get ready to learn.
You guys ready to get started today? All right, before we start, let's do our Room 9 chant. Can you read this along with us? Okay. I am smart. I am kind. I am brave. I am me. Hi, friends. Welcome back. Yesterday, we talked about a new digraph, CH. Do you remember what the C and the H says when they work together? That's right. The ch sound comes when we see the C and the H together. It's a digraph, just like SH is a digraph. Today, let's start out by building some words using what we know about letters and sounds. And I bet we might even find a word or two to build that have those sh or ch sounds in them. You ready to try it? Okay, I have some letter cards. And I'm going to show you the letter cards, and then we are going to build some words together. If you want to do this along with me, then all you have to do is press pause on the device that you're watching right now where you see all those letters on the screen. You can write all of these letters on a piece of paper and cut them out and make your own cards. So you can pause me, and then after you make your cards, you can hit play again, and I'll be here ready to build words with you. You ready to try it? Okay, so I have some words, and to get started, we're going to point to the letter and say the sound to get our brains warmed up. A, I, C, D, H, N, S, W, W. Okay, now that our brains are all warmed up, we can start building some words. Okay, are you ready? If you have letter cards, build along with me. If you don't, tell me which letters to grab so I can build the words. Okay, the first word is one of our snap words, our sight words. Can you find the letters to build the word is? Is. That's right. I-S builds the word is. Is. Okay, I want you to change one letter in the word is to build another one of our sight words. In. In. How can I change is to in? What's different? Yeah, the ending sound. Is to in. In. Great. Okay, new word. Ready? I want you to find the letters to build the word ash. Say ash. Do you know what ashes are? Have you ever had a bonfire, built a fire? And after the fire goes out, what's left is ash. That's when wood burns down. Ash. Yeah. Okay, ash. What are you hearing at the beginning? Ash. Me too. I hear that ash sound. Ash. Shh. That's one of those digraphs. Which two letters work together to make the sh sound? Yeah. S. H. Ash. Ash. Great work. Okay. I have ash. Can you add a consonant to change ash to cash? Cash. Remember, a consonant are all of the letters that are not vowels. Cash. Yeah, the letter C. How about change cash to dash? That's right, swap out the C for a D to make it dash. Hey, how about dash to dish? I changed the vowel sound in the middle, didn't I? Dash, dish. That's right. Change out the A for an I, and now we have ish, dish. How about dish to wish? Dish to wish. Change out the beginning sound. Wish. Great work. Okay, how about inch? That's pretty tricky. Inch. Let's stretch that word out. Inch, inch. Well, I hear in, and I already know you know how to build that word because we did that, because it's one of our sight words. In, inch. How can I get that ch sound? Inch. That's right. Our CH, our digraph CH makes the ch sound. Inch. Inch. Great. Okay, now I want you to use these same letters and mix them around to make the word chin. Chin. What do I need to do? Inch to chin. I'm going to take that ending sound, ch, in inch, and I'm going to move it all the way to the beginning to make ch, in, chin. Great work. You used a lot of what you already know about letters and sounds to help you build these words. Guess what? All of these letters actually spell one big long word. Do you think you know what it is? Hey, watch carefully. What do we have so far? Sand. Sand. Sandwich. Sandwich. Great job, spellers. You did a great job building words using all that you know about letters and sounds. Okay, we've been studying nonfiction pretty closely, haven't we? We're going to continue to do that today. For those of you that were with me yesterday, do you remember I said we were really going to spend some time with this part right here of our chart. How do you read nonfiction? You read it in parts, you notice text features, and you read and think. And I'm going to teach you a trick on how to stop and track your thinking. To track something, is to maybe write it down and notice what's happening. So we're going to leave tracks of our thinking along the way as we read. And the two tools that we're going to need to be able to do that, that's it, sticky notes and something to write with. Our sticky notes can be used to help us track our thinking. And it's especially important to do that with nonfiction because we're learning so much information that our brains need some time to stop and really think about what we're learning. So we're going to get into our book, Baby Foxes by Bobbie Kalman, published by Crabtree Publishing. And we're going to learn more about these baby foxes and write down some of the things that we're thinking and learning along the way. You ready to get started? Me too. Okay, Baby Foxes by Bobbie Kalman. Okay, here we go. Where do you think we should start? Let's look at the table of contents. I agree. I think sometimes starting at the beginning can help us and then we can hop around. That's a really good idea. What is a fox? We're going to go to page 4. Okay, here we go. Oh, look at, there's some of our text features we found yesterday. A heading, what is a fox? And then also a caption. Okay. Follow along as I read this page. What is a fox? A fox is an animal called a mammal. Mammals have hair or fur on their bodies. Mammals are born. They grow in the bodies of their mothers. Drinking milk. It's like another heading inside of a heading. Do you know what those are called? Subheadings. Can you say subheadings? Yeah, a subheading is a smaller heading underneath the big heading. Mammal mothers feed their babies milk. The milk comes from their bodies. Drinking mother's milk is called nursing. These baby foxes on the left are nursing. Baby foxes are called kits, cubs, or pups. Well, I remember kits, but they also could be called cubs or pups. That's interesting. Here's the picture. The baby's drinking milk from the mother fox. Foxes have fur on their bodies. Foxes are born. So this tells a little bit more about the photo. Okay, let's stop and think. What are some things that we learned on this page? You can share them, yeah. A fox is a mammal, which means they're born, they have fur. Those are all great ideas. I think we're gonna jot these down on our sticky notes. I'm gonna put my sticky note right here, and I'm gonna write mammals. And what does that mean? They are born, they drink milk. That's right. They have fur. I'm taking all the information that I read on this page and I'm saying it again in my own words and leaving a note to remember what I learned on this page. Am I copying everything that Bobbie wrote? Definitely not. I don't want to steal the author's words, but what I do want to do is use the author's words to think about things and learn new information along the way. Do you want to try another one? Okay. Let's go back to our table of contents. We've got the dog family, foxes of all kinds, fox bodies. How big are their ears? That does sound funny. Let's read it. Let's go to page 12. Page 12. How big are their ears? Some fox ears are very big. Some are small and others medium-sized. The ears of all foxes are pointed forward. Foxes are predators, or animals that hunt prey. Prey are the animals they hunt. By having ears that point forward, foxes can hear the sounds in front of them. It helps them find prey that is hiding. Bat-eared foxes eat mainly insects. Oh, you can tell, look at the ears on that. This must be a bat-eared fox, and the caption is helping me understand that. Their huge ears help them hear where insects are hiding under the ground. The ears also keep the foxes cool. You know why? I wonder how they keep them cool. The author's kind of asking us to think. So this whole page is about their ears. What did we learn about their ears? Let's jot our thinking down on a sticky note. What do foxes need to have their ears for? You're right, it helps them find their food. Their ears help find food. And they can be big or small, right? And they're pointed forward, aren't they? Yeah, their ears help them find food. It's like they can hear. Look at how I thought about everything we read, and with your help, came up with something to remember about this page. The ears help them find food. Readers, great job at reading nonfiction today. Remember, as you read nonfiction, you want to stop and think, what am I learning about here? What is some new information? And you can also jot it down on a sticky note to help you remember as you continue to read. Readers, our time is over for today. I know it's such a bummer, isn't it? But we can continue reading this book together. And remember, choose a nonfiction book and practice all of your nonfiction strategies to become a stronger nonfiction reader. Time for math. I can't wait to see you guys again. Have fun, and off you go.
Thanks, Mrs. Forth. All right, guys, it's time to get growing our math brains. And each day when we get started learning together, we like to do a little mental math, a little counting to get our brains warmed up and ready to roll. We know that counting by ones works well with smaller numbers. But if we start to use some larger quantities, counting by fives might be a speedier way to do it. And if our numbers are larger than that, counting by tens is a quick way to go. So since we're going to be focusing on making groups of 10 today, we're going to be counting by 10 as well. So let's see, we are doing arm circles by tens all the way to 100. So get those arms ready to go. Here we go. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, other way, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. Good counting, guys. So just like I said, we're going to be focused on making groups of 10 today. So you'll be able to say, I can make groups of 10. Yeah, so we're going to be focusing on lots of different ways to make 10. Let's go ahead and think about our 10 frame. We know that one row of our 10 frame, if it's full, is 5. And here's another row of 5. So 2 5s make a 10. If we have both rows filled up, we have 10. If we have only one, we have 5. So let's go ahead and think about a number story. Let's just say that you had been earning money by doing chores around your house to purchase a fish tank. Your adults said, hey, we'll pay for part of it, but you need to put in $10 on that fish tank. So you've been working really hard, being responsible, and doing your chores, and you've already earned $6 towards your $10 for your fish tank. So let's go ahead and think about that number. Is 6 greater or less than 5? Did you say it was more than 5? It is. So we know right away that we can fill up one row. 6 is more than 5. So if we've got our 5, we only need one more to make 6. All right, so here are the $6 that we have. 6 and what number would go together to give us that 10? I want you to finish your 10 frame and write the addition sentence that would match it. Are you challenging your brain? Are you trying your best? All right, let's see how you did. If you started with 6, how many more did you need to add on to make that 10? Were you able to just kind of look at our 10 frame and say, oh, Mrs. Williams, that's 4? If you couldn't, that's okay. You can count 1, 2, 3, 4. So 6 plus 4 more gave us 10. We filled our 10 frame. Read the number sentence with me. 6 plus 4 equals 10. I'm going to go ahead and scoot these out of the way, and we'll think a little bit more about our fish tank and how we're going to get that set up. Now, you continued to work hard, and you earned that $4 extra that you needed to have your 10 towards the fish tank, and your fish tank has been purchased. Now, it's a 10-gallon fish tank. You've already put 5 gallons of water in it, but you need to find out how many more to put in to make up 10. Well, what was that number I said? It was 5. You've already put 5 in your tank. Is your brain thinking what mine is thinking? We know that one row of our 10 frame is 5. Did your brain go right to, Mrs. Williams, that's a full row? And if we have one full row, how many more do we need to make 10? Write the number sentence and finish your 10 frame. I want to see if yours matches mine. How many more did you add on? Did you have to fill that row? Yes. Did your brain start thinking, I know that 2 5s make 10. That's a double. 5 and 5 gives me 10. Were you able to see that after practicing with our 10 frame for so long? Yeah. And it's okay if you didn't. You can count on and add those 5 in. Read our number sentence. 5 plus 5 equals 10. Awesome job. So we've already found 2 different ways to make 10 today. So now that you've got that 5 gallons added to your tank, you're ready to fancy up your tank. Of course, you want to make it a comfy home for your fish, and you are able to add 10 items to your tank. Now, you've already picked out some plants and some rocks. So you've added 4 plants to your tank. How many rocks can you add to make 10 items? Did you put your 4 in your frame? Yeah, that's not enough to make a group of 5, is it? How many more are you going to add on to make 10? 4 and what will go together to make that 10 items for your tank? I'm going to let you finish the 10 frame and your number sentence. Did you say it was going to take 1? Hey, we made another full row plus 1 more. So that's 5 and 1 more is, it's 6. Did you say 4 plus 6 more would give you 10? Let's read the number sentence together. 4 plus 6 equals 10. All right, so you've got the tank, you've got the water, you've got it all fancied up with 10 different items like plants and rocks to make it cozy for your fish. Well, I think it's time for us to get some fish, guys. So you take a trip to the pet store with your adults to purchase some fish. And the worker at the pet store takes a little net and scoops some fish into the bag for you. Now on the first try, they scoop up 8 fish. Now, you're getting 10 fish today. So if you already have 8, how many more will the worker have to scoop up to give you your 10? Are you already thinking, Mrs. Williams, 8's bigger than 5? So I'm putting in 5 already. And I can just count on 6, 7, 8. Good thinking. Go ahead and fill your frame and write your number sentence. Yep, you started with 8. Were you able to just look at this 10 frame and say, Mrs. Williams, that's 2 more. I'm going to get 2 more fish in that next scoop. 8 plus 2 gave you your 10. So now you've got all your little fishies in a bag and you're ready to take them home and put in your fish tank. So you get your fishies home and settled in your tank. It's been a long day and it's bedtime. You're so excited and you're watching your little fish swim in the tank. And your adults told you that you had 10 more minutes until bedtime when you came upstairs to your room. Now you've already been watching your fish for 3 minutes. How many more minutes do you have to watch your fish before it's lights out time? You started with your 3. That wasn't enough to make a full 5, was it? That didn't give us a full row. How many more do you need to add on? How many more minutes will you get to make up your 10 minutes before bed? One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 more. So 3 plus 7 equals 10. Make sure that you take your room 9 rules with you. Rule 1 is be safe. Wash those hands and keep your hands, your feet, and your things to yourself. Rule number 2 is be responsible. Make sure that you're getting your chores done and taking care of your schoolwork. No arguing with your adults. Rule number 3, be respectful. Make sure that you're treating other people the way you would want to be treated. Use nice words and a nice voice. Rule number 4, make yourself proud. You're going to know when you're proud because you'll have a warm, happy feeling inside when you think about the choices that you've made. If you make a choice or start to make a choice that makes you feel like you wouldn't want your family and friends to know that you need to be sneaky or you would feel embarrassed by it, then stop and make a better choice. I hope that you have a fantastic day and I'll see you again soon. Bye.
Teaching in Room 9 is made possible with support of Bank of America, Dana Brown Charitable Trust, Emerson, and viewers like you.